Hi guys! When we meet, me and my team, we are always telling you how you should do your job, how you should wrap your cars. This time we're gonna show you ours. My daily car is Hyundai Santa Fe. I have it almost 3 years, and in that period I wrapped it already 3 times. Purpose of wrapping? Always the same, product testing. So color is not always my choice. First wrap was done with competitor's product, just to remind myself how it performs, as I didn't use it for quite long. You know, in this job it's really important to stay in a game and have knowledge about other brands. But after a few months, it failed on parts which I really wouldn't expect. Second wrap I did with Arlon product, and I installed it exactly the same way as the first one, just to find the reason why it failed. You know, mistakes happen, so I just wanted to know if I did something wrong, or maybe I just expected too much from the product. And now, the third wrap. It was a little bit of testing, but it was also a help for marketing, because we were launching a new product and we needed some pictures. But you know, it was a new product, so we didn't have pictures from customers. So they gave me option of 2 colors, and I have chosen red aluminum. Some guys were looking on my car like this, and then they were asking, why you didn't remove the mirror and the bumper and the lamps? Guys, I will be honest here. On my previous car, which was also wrapped many times, I was always removing these parts. But after a few wraps, it started to make this annoying noise. You know, all these plastic things weren't sitting as tight as they should. So from that moment, I'm always wrapping the same. I remove only the handles, the license plate and the badges on the back. There is not much to show from finishing standpoint. All difficult places like sharp corners, deep recesses, parts that failed on the first wrap, all these places are looking really okay. But as I learned something new during that wrap from Dominic, I want to show you something. Normally when I'm wrapping bumpers from my customers, I take sensors out. So I wrap bumper separately, sensors separately, I put the rubber and that's done. But on my car, as I don't remove the bumper, I cover bumper and the sensor with one piece, so there is no cutting around. And then I have an issue. So when I go on a car wash or from the stone chips, I have some damages in the vinyl. Dominic showed me a pretty cool trick. He told me to cut a circle a little bit bigger than the sensor and stick it on top of the vinyl, so I have double layer. That protects from stone chips, that protects during washing, and actually that looks so cool that you wouldn't see it when you are standing. Thank you, Dominic.
You're welcome, Piotr. Now let's talk about my car. So I bought my car about a year ago, and the first thing I did to it was the whole front in the paint protection film, so it stayed untouched for quite a bit. Then another thing I did to my car was that I changed the whole suspension to get it as low as possible, and I changed the wheels. And the next mod I did to my car were the widened fenders, and because they were not painted, I had to wrap them. But I wouldn't wrap the only fenders, right? So I wrapped the whole car in the crack paint livery I did myself. Along with the crack paint livery, I also wrapped the mirrors, which at the time were the test wrap with the PCC color change series. Then also this little bar over here, and the badge with the gloss also. And then I also wrapped this cut sticker of the satin finish black. For all that work, I didn't remove anything from the car. That's my main philosophy most of the times. The less you remove from the car, the least problems you have. Well, with one exception, the door handles. They were the only things I removed from my car. The only exception for the color on my car right now are the fenders, for which I went for the carbon printed on white pearl. And white pearl gives the print extra depth. It's not a secret that when you drive a lot and quite fast, vinyl tends to get stone chips. So because of that, I rubbed the whole front in the paint protection film on top of the vinyl.
So guys, you just saw Piotr and Dom's car. My turn to show you mine. Not sure I want to do that, but hey, I have to. So I am a French guy, so of course I own a French car. It is a Peugeot. Piotr is always making fun of me for that. Before I show you anything, I want to show you a proper clean one, of course. So we're going to the car wash. So I'm just back from the car wash. I'm just done drying the car, pretty much okay. Before we talk about anything around it, let's have a walk around it and have a closer look at the finish. So overall, for a commercial / test wrap, I would say it's okay. You can see no deep recesses or lifting, edges are pretty fine, except one in the back. So we will actually discuss it. Come with me. So this place here, as you can see, is lifting lightly. On the other side, there is no lifting, and that's what I want to discuss with you guys. Because here, well, of course, I cut it really short, and that's why it lifted, because I had some tension in the wrong direction. But why is it lifting on this side and not on the other one? Let's open the door and I will explain that to you. First thing, for my defense, a lot of rappers know this is a pretty tough corner. It is round and we need to stretch around it, and a lot of time we end up stretching the wrong way. We can of course make it proper way, but it takes quite a long time, and this was a test wrap. Let's have a closer look at this one. We can see here the lifting, which we could see from the other side, and it's happening as well in this corner. If you've been to one of our all-on training, you probably know that if we stretch and cut perpendicular way of the stretching, it will fail sooner or later. And that is exactly what happened to me here. Mistake is part of wrapping. But actually I use this car as an opportunity to show you something, guys, how to secure this corner. Here we can see it's cut it even shorter than on the other side and nothing is moving at all. And I did exactly same stretching and cut. But the difference is I used a strip of lamination here to seal the vinyl and keep it from shrink back. And it didn't move at all. Another thing, well, exactly like Piotr, people look at my car because I'm a trainer and they look at it from really close looking for problems or vinyl too short. And in this place, which we know as the Instagram corner, they noticed I didn't go too far inside of it. My cut here was really short. Why was it really short? First of all, I wrapped it in one piece. So having enough material to go inside this part and this part together was not possible. And on top of that, it is a test wrap, commercial wrap, as I said before. I wanted to go fast. So cutting clean, straight on the edge was the best way to actually finish it. And as we can see, nothing is lifting. Last thing I want to talk about this wrap is the design itself. I don't know if you guys like it. Personally, I love it. Dom made the design for me for this car. And Dom did the design as if he was installing it himself. But Dom is in Poland and I'm in France. And he made something that I'm really not a fan of. He made a connection here. So here, a simple line that is easy between bonnet and front fender. But on the other side, as you can see, we have a lot of line connecting to the front fender. So thank you, Dom, for making my life a bit harder on this one. You're supposed to make my life easy, but I made it happen. I'm a pro. You saw how my car is wrapped. Actually, you saw the three of them. Dom really went for the detailed finish because Dom is kind of a perfectionist. So this is not the classic finish you will see on an everyday car in the street. Piotr and I, we went for the testing commercial finish. I hope you enjoyed seeing this kind of finishing on cars. We're not trying to hide anything from you guys, and we'll see each other in the next video.